So in this corner of the internet, we talk about becoming our higher selves, right? But of course, it is not possible without self-love, which is the most essential component of becoming our higher selves. If you're watching this video, chances are you are already in your self-love journey, or you are looking into stuff in becoming your higher self. So either way, these are 5 no bullshit things you can do to start your journey right now. So let's start. Disclaimer: there is no right or wrong way on how you can start your self love journey. Personally, when I was starting my journey 3 years back, I legit had no idea what the hell I was doing with my life, what choices I was making, whether they were right or wrong. But I just knew that I wanted something to change and I was desperately trying to fix my life. But after I reflected back 6 months or a year later, I realized that some habits and some choices that I made actually improved my life for the better. So you need 3 things to start the journey, and they don't cost anything. Firstly, you need patience, because this is not a destination. You cannot never reach your self-love journey's destination. It's a journey throughout your life. It'll go on. Consistency, because of course if you don't choose yourself every single day, it is not possible for you to love yourself anyways. So consistency, and number 3, faith. Now, that being said, let's start. Chapter 1: Aspects of Self Love. It's such a broad term, self love. What do we exactly understand by it, right? Self love is nothing but we choosing ourselves every single day, despite having countless choices of being able to choose numerous other people in our lives, of considering their choices, what they want, whether they'll like it or not, what will that person think of me, considering what I think of myself. Will I like it? Am I becoming my highest self? Am I making choices that is beneficial for my future and myself, rather than constantly thinking about other people, other things and situations? Self-love means loving yourself through the thick and the thin. जब लाइफ में सब ठीक चल रहा हो, when you're getting good marks, when your family is with you, when you're laughing, when you have good friends, when you have no challenges in life, it's easier. It's easier to love yourself. But when you make a mistake, when you fail that test, when you react abruptly and now you feel guilty about it, do you still love yourself? Or are you speaking harshly to yourself कि यार तूने ऐसा क्यों किया, you shouldn't have done that, what the hell, you are just like that, I hate you for it? ये कौन सा toxic relationship है? When we make a mistake, you should rather talk to yourself like you talk to your child. Like, I know you made that mistake. I know you didn't want it to. I know you wanted every bit of self-control in you. You used every bit of self-control in you to just stop yourself, but you couldn't. I know you lashed out. I know you failed that test. But it's okay. You're human. You're perfect. You are freaking allowed to make mistakes. You just imagine a person. You're telling that person that I love you, but there are no actions to reciprocate that. There are no actions to support your words. That's not gonna work like that, right? That person is gonna leave. That person is not gonna feel that you love them. Same goes for you. You keep telling yourself that I love you. You keep telling yourself that I like you. You keep telling yourself that, okay, you're a really good girl, I love you, you did that well, you did this well. How about actions? Why don't you show yourself how much you love yourself? And I believe those actions lie in 5 areas of our lives: physical, mental, emotional, social, and personal lives. So without further ado, let me just start with the number 1 thing, that is the physical. For physical, you show yourself that you love yourself. The quickest thing you can do right now is exercise. Yes, just get out of your damn bed and give your body something. Just do yoga, do Pilates, do workout, I don't care. Just do something, move your damn body. Go for a 20-minute walk. It doesn't freaking matter. What matters is that you're moving your body, thinking about your future self. You're moving your body not because you want your body to look in a certain way, because you're gonna love yourself when you look yourself in the mirror. So you're gonna get out of bed and exercise, not because to change your body, but because to feel healthy, to release those happy hormones and just feel good about yourself that you did something, you accomplished something, you did something better for your health, for your future. I started exercising when I was 14 years old. And thank God I never got injured, because the intensity and the frequency that I was doing the exercises, I could have easily gotten injured, but I didn't, and I'm so grateful for it. Because I wanted my body to look a certain way. I wanted to gain weight. जैसे ही मुझे पता चला that body weight exercises and full body workouts just help you gain muscle, I just started with it. I didn't look here, I didn't look there. ना मैंने process का ध्यान रखा, ना warm up, ना cool down, बस करते रहो. And it's fortunate that I didn't got injured, but anyone could have gotten injured. I just wanted कि मैं एक दरवाजे की तरह ना लगूँ, एक और कमेंट पास ना हो मेरी बॉडी के ऊपर, कोई कहे दैट येस यू हैव गेन्ड वेट, कोई कहे, माइंड दैट, नॉट बिकॉज आई वांटेड माई सेल्फ टू से कि ओ माई गॉड यू हैव इम्प्रूव्ड सो मच, पर ताकि कोई मुझे ये कहे कि यू हैव गेन्ड वेट. But now I have minimized the high intensity workouts and all the full body workouts, not because I don't like them, but because I do yoga. Because yoga helps me calm my mental nerves down. I like to do it because it just helps maintain this mental stability. I have noticed the past year that I have done yoga कि I was so much more calmer than usual. I had so much better control over my emotions, my words, my actions, and as a result my studying also improved. I couldn't figure out this past month that what was wrong with me, why am I doing what am I doing. The fact is I wasn't exercising regularly, so that led to fluctuation in my periods as well, that affected me, that actually my body weight got down because I wasn't exercising. I just couldn't get myself out of bed to do those high intensity workouts because I told myself कि पिछले साल तो बहुत सारा योगा कर लिया, इस बार थोड़ा मसल बिल्ड करना पड़ेगा. But eventually the pressure of that got to me and I just never got out of bed. Rather, I should have continued doing yoga because it improved everything. It's not कि I don't want to gain weight now, because I still want to gain weight. But right now, I do not pressurize myself to do that. I do it at my own pace. When I'm not able to get out of bed because I'm having a bad mood day, I don't force myself to go into the mat and do some full body workout, because वो just मेरे से उस पल नहीं होगा, and I'm not going to force myself. Physically, self-love means understanding your body, reacting according to it, listening to it, figuring out what your body is trying to tell you, rather than ignore it and just do whatever the hell you want. Fill it with all sorts of junks, exercising when you can't, burn out yourself, push yourself too much. No. You know, the biggest problem we have these days is our self-perception. हम पैदा नहीं हुए थे ऐसे. सोसाइटी ने, फैमिली ने, रिलेटिव्स ने इतनी नेगेटिव बातें हमारे दिमाग में घुसेड़ के रख दी है कि इसके आगे हमें कुछ दिखता ही नहीं है. उनका परसेप्शन हमें अपना खुद का परसेप्शन लगने लगता है. अगर कोई कहे अरे तू तो काली है, हमें भी लगता है अरे मैं तो काली हूँ. एक बार कंसिडर करके देखा कि काली होना बुरा क्यों है? Why is it bad? We have hated and condemned ourselves for so long. हमने अपने दिमाग को हर तरह के false beliefs से भर के रख दिया है. तो अभी इनको निकाल के ना हमें इसमें अच्छी बातें भरनी अपने बारे में. Okay? So another thing that you can do to start your self-love journey right now is affirmations. It is the quickest way to do it and it is one of my favorites, because affirmations पहले दिन आपको effect नहीं दिखेगा, दूसरे दिन नहीं दिखेगा, but slowly you'll start to feel its effect. जहाँ प्यार है वहाँ insecurity नहीं है. Earlier I used to look into the mirror and I used to wonder, why do I have all this hyperpigmentation? Why is everyone around me fair and I am so dark? But as I grew up, I told myself another story. I told myself that God has given me all these marks and hyperpigmentation because I was the one who could carry it with all confidence. If it was given to any other person that I know, they wouldn't have been able to carry it with confidence. They probably would have condemned themselves. They probably would have hated God for giving them all that. But I never hated God for giving me all this. Rather, I just wondered, why am I given all this? But then I realized it is because only I can pull it off. It is a story that I told myself. And there are so many other stories like this that you can tell yourself to change your self perception from negative to positive. The fact is, fairer girls and the people around me are beautiful without it. And guess what? I am equally beautiful with it. Can you believe this? I'm equally beautiful with it. So मैंने ये अपना mindset बना लिया कि भगवान जी हाइपर पिगमेंटेशन और ये डार्क सर्कल्स एंड दीज एक्ने मार्क्स उन्हीं को देते हैं जो इनको पुल ऑफ कर पाते हैं. So guess what? You can actually pull it off. That's why God has given it to you. Be confident with it. It is a part of you. It is not your enemy. It is a damn part of you. And you can't hate a part of yourself. You could never. We gotta just figure it out that in which area of life am I being harsh to myself? Am I condemning myself? And reframe those to positive affirmations and say that every single morning in front of the mirror. Remember, there's power in what you say, especially to yourself. Another thing is reflection journaling. You knew I would come up with it. Reflection journaling is a word that I gave it to journaling. Generally, we journal to vent out whatever happened that day, whether we were angry, emotional, someone hurt us. We journal to vent out, to talk to somebody, right? But this time, we are gonna journal to figure ourselves out. We are gonna do shadow work prompts. We are gonna do inner child healing. इसके लिए ज़्यादा कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Just go to Pinterest or go to Google and find some prompts for inner child healing or for understanding yourself, and just look at the question, write your answer down, and after you're done writing, just read it once. That what did you understand about yourself? When you write down, there are thoughts in our minds that just constantly come up and go. But when you write things down, you put the thought down in somewhere and it can't go away. So you can read it out and you can understand what happened, why happened. In my example, when I don't feel well, I just simply don't go for prompts. I just write down in my journal, what am I feeling? Firstly, it is anger and it is jealousy. Secondly, you feel jealous. I'm like, yes, I do feel jealous. Why do you feel jealous? Probably because that person got this. Are you jealous because that person got this or because you didn't get it? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm jealous because I didn't get it. And that's why I'm angry and I'm feeling like shit. It's not because I hate the other person, because no one is inherently a hater, right? But because I didn't get what I wanted. And then I tell myself, it's okay, you didn't get what you wanted, because you'd rather get what you need. God will provide you with something better. This was not meant for you. And then I try to make myself understand patiently with as much time as I need. The last thing I'm going to talk about is comfort zone. I spoke about this in my confidence video as well. Getting out of your damn comfort zone is so damn important for your self-growth and self-love journey. अगर हम एक भी down में हैं, currently, all the sadness, all the anger, that's our comfort zone, and we need to get out of it. We need to get out of it and try to be happy, try to be kinder to ourselves, have more compassion. Same goes for social, in the social sense. Abhi, when we are feeling like shit, no, our comfort zone is our house, is our bed, is our pillow. And we need to leave it. We need to get out of it, go to the mat, exercise, socialize with people, talk to people. Even if you're blabbering, say whatever you want. Nobody's gonna remember anything. But still say something, because you cannot isolate yourself. That is definitely not a form of self-love. Of course, self-love means loving yourself, but that does not mean isolating yourself. For example, when we are afraid to enter a social setting, we just don't do it. Where I'm like, nah, that's not me. When we get a big opportunity, we pass it on. क्योंकि यार मैं कैसे, मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा. Even if we deep down want to do it, it scares us to do it because we have never done it before. There is difference in what you don't want to do and getting out of your comfort zone. When you don't want to do a task, you know you can do it. You just don't feel like doing it. But when it's about getting out of your comfort zone, you are unsure if whether you can do it or not. So that's when you should do it. Give it a try. You might fail, you might pass, but Either way, just freaking do it. And that brings me to the end of my video. Thank you all for watching till the end if you're still there. I'm still trying to figure out content for posting. I'm still a pretty small creator, but I'm so grateful that I have 42 subscribers. I am really grateful for it. Thank you so much. Bye.